This is the Benjamin Zulu Global. Welcome our viewers from all over the world to the home of the Heart Matters. We're converging to learn together because when you know better, you can do better. And a better life is what we all want. Better work life, better family life, better personal life.
Yes, and my name is Willie Kinyash, and today we want to talk about how to bring back the spark. And one of the questions that comes to my mind as we have this discussion is it normal to lose a spark in a relationship? And how possible is it to bring it back? Zulu, is it possible to bring back that spark?
Yes, and let's start by where it went. Where did it go to? Number one, we have not associated love with work. We don't think you need to work on it. It's like falling in love. It sounds like just happens. Boom. So, because we just fell, we should just remain there falling. We associate love with, is it automatic things that do happen on their own? And the only time we put work is to get us ourselves married. It's to win the person. And once we are married, because we came together, we think, now that we are physically together, we are okay. That the marriage itself will maintain itself. But let me tell you, marriage only brings you closer to continue the love life you started. Marriage is not the love life. It's only a stage to play out your love. Marriage is a stage to play out your love story. It's not the love story itself. It only gives you a safety that I'm not running and you're not running away. Now let's do the thing. But most people don't do the thing. They come, they unpack, and they go away. And then they start getting children. They think now that's their love story. Getting pregnant is biological. It's not chemical. And many people count the years. We've been married for 5 years. And they think the years are the achievement, the proof. Others brag with, just how many came and went, left us there standing. So it's about going home to the same house. That's what they count to be love. Yet elsewhere, when we start a business, we are always ready to work on it so that it can stand. When people start a business, my friends, they're very focused. They don't want to be distracted. Because they've invested there, they must build that business so that they can bring profit. At every stage, they are working. Isn't it unfortunate that we give our businesses and our jobs more seriousness than our relationships? And yet, the misery or happiness in your relationships, in your life, depends on relationships mostly. The next thing is money, of course, your money life. But it comes second to relationships. If you have money and you have no people who love you, you still be miserable. If you lack money and you have people who love you, they can help you to get the money back. Okay? I saw a guy quoting in a comical way, saying, I realized that you can lose your money by running after women, but you can't lose women by running after money.
Wow.
He was talking about women, not marriage. So, isn't it amazing how twisted our thinking is? That if it's a business, if it's a job, you better give it seriousness. Show up on time, prove yourself, hit the targets, put in the work, put in the hours, even extra hours. We are there, we do it with our energy because we want this job, we want to be promoted, we want to go to the next level, and we have targets for this year, and with our job, we are very like this. This year, we know what we want. We know what we want to achieve, but where we want to get. But when it comes to the relationship that we started, launched the same way, where are the goals? Where are the targets? So the first problem that the spark dies is that we launch and stop. When it comes to careers, we launch and then we get into work. We come on time, we are there. Entrepreneurs know to be your own boss is the most cruel form of a boss. Because the punishment is loss of money. When you have another boss, they can just quarrel you and it's over. But when you are your own boss,
Yes.
it's loss of business, loss of opportunity.
Yes.
The business collapsing. Being your own boss means life is your own boss. Results. So most entrepreneurs will tell you it's the extra hour that makes most money. Life is arranged in a way that is funny. The normal hours are long and the productivity is very slow. The extra hours are few, but the productivity is very high.
Yes.
Ask most entrepreneurs to tell you that.
Yeah.
It's before the official hours of working and after the official. My wife had discovered that. I mean, most sales in our enterprises, they happen, those windows of time
Yeah.
before official working hours, maybe that's when people are moving, that's when they can make purchases, that's when they can make, and after. So if you're just working official hours, you miss nearly half or more of them. When we go to work, when you go to everything in life, we are prepared to put in the work. But when you go to marriage, we think, Willie is my guy now, no problem. Yeah, we got married last year. Yeah, we are okay.
I want his heart.
Exactly. We don't think there's anything more to win. That guy is mine now.
Yeah.
We settled.
Yes.
We settled. So it's settling. It's winning the heart. We have started life.
Yes.
What is life? The project, the house we are trying to build, the children. Life is everything else except our love. The spark dies because we abandon it. Nobody talks about the work of building love. Why? Because sometimes when the people are helping you get married, they themselves, their spark is also dead. If the blind leads the blind, both will fall into a ditch. So many times people can't tell you about a spark because they also don't know about it. They just ndoa ni kuvumilia, Marriage is about enduring marriage. How do you endure marriage? Endure life, endure job, endure. No, marriage should not be punishment. There are many things that are hard in this life. Love should not be one of them. Love should be a relief, a break, a place you long to come home to. But what do? We do not prepare to invest. That's the first problem. It's the mental perception that we are done. Once we are married, we are done. But yet, the marriage is just a launching pad. You were looking for a partner to journey life with, and now you got one. After you come together to start journeying, do you unpack and disappear?
No.
You start journeying, isn't it? So the first problem, the spark disappears, is that you don't prepare for work. We associate projects, the child, the house, the car, projects as the love itself. Number two is that we give the best of ourselves to the world and not to our love. Yes. When I say the best of you, you're about to ask me, but I'm Willie throughout the day. So when you say, but I'll come home every day, so it's the same me. Willie research psychology shows that the psychology of attraction and desirability says that the most sexually appealing, erotic version of you is not when you're singing romantic songs, imagine. It's okay, I'm not discouraging you and dancing.
It is when.
It's not even when you bring the flower. We think that's the most desirable. What makes your partner fantasize you? What makes them feel, wow, feel proud of you, long to meet you, is when you are confident, radiant, buoyant, when you are on top of your game, when you are, in fact, performing your things of life in a confident and buoyant manner.
Wow.
If you marry a footballer, you will desire them most when they're scoring their goals. If you marry a business person, it's when they're making things happen that you desire them most. Whatever, and we're associating the careers because most of our energies come to life, when you're doing things that fulfill us. So if you marry a singer, it's when they're singing and then the element, that's when you feel lucky to have gotten this kind of person. So the best version of you show up when you are performing at your peak.
What happens to these people who have married women who stay?
It's because of lack of knowledge that people choose things that don't bring up the radiance. You need to radiate for your essence to glow. Everybody who ascended to their higher best form, the description has always been they glow. That's how we know when people fall in love. We see them glow, isn't it? We see a spark in the eye. We see the smile. We see the energy. We see the excitement, the childlike, the playfulness. You need to find spaces that make you vibrant. That's when you're most likable. And in fact, even not just your lover, that's when most people fall in love with you, crush on you, isn't it? They don't crush on the sleepy, grumpy Willie. In fact, you try to hide that version of yourself from the world.
Yeah.
You show the charismatic.
Yes.
That is the same version that your partner needs to feel the spark. Recall back. When they first loved you, what did they love? Is it when you had fallen in a mud, you were crying, collapsing?
No.
What they fell in love with, that version is what they need to keep in touch with to stay in love. To stay in love with you, they need to stay in touch in love with the same parts of you, energy of you that they fell in love with. That's why people say, I can't remember the person I married. Why? Once you married, I brought you to the back side of my life. You fall in love with the front side of my life, where I was performing and radiating and on my element. When you married, I took you home, backside. So now you don't see this side. This one I show the world. They continue enjoying you. Over there, I come home when I'm so tired. Give me water. Then, good morning. I run back to work. I show the world. Then I come back to you, backside.
Before we used to do coffee dates.
Front
to
side.
go for movies.
Front
but
side.
now,
Front side.
I'm doing
Glowing.
coffee dates with my boys.
Radiant. Energy. Glowing. That's the version that is lovable, psychological.
Wow.
But when you married, so the solution?
There's some people who need to be set free.
Is to do what you used to do when you're trying to win each other. Even in the midst of the programs, you created times for the glowing, radiant you to engage, isn't it? The lunch hour, you sneaked to the bathroom, you did what? Oh, things are so hyper there, but I was thinking about you. How is everything? Me too, things are doing well here, I know we shall meet. When you engage your energies, when you're on top of them, both of you, that's when you keep the fire. It's very electric. Can be only 5 minutes, but very electric. Imagine we're in the thick of things, but I'm looking at this project. It's not always about the happy, it's about the intensity. Your jobs, you're not always laughing. Sometimes you are delivering, but you are enjoying it. You're moving, you're making steps. How far are you with that part? Yes, with that, we're almost converting that client. We headed there now. We are processing the paperwork. There's another one we had called. So how's your day? That time you're in the midst of your business now. You called somewhere in the midday or during the day. The way you used to do that day. Then you find them, me too, I'm in the midst of this. Then you're talking in a half a whisper because she's somewhere in the midst of things and how's everything, you're doing cool. And that 5 minute when you are in your element and she's in her element, even if she's just babysitting, to feel what she's feeling. Is everything okay? And on that side, just to know that on my mind, I'll bring, what should I bring? Or can I pass by? And when you start living together, routine setting, there's some groceries, shopping, normal things that are not romantic. They're just realistic. Like gas.
Yes.
Gas is not very romantic. But you need to come with the gas.
Yes.
And that part of you that is radiant should never get out of sight from your lover. Let me tell you the truth. People who have kept their love alive. Many people stay together, but the love died long ago. Are we together? Many people stay together for 30 years, but they were in love for only 3 years. The first 3 years.
It is sad.
When babysitting comes and when children come, they reduce their love to routine. Romance is replaced by routine and bluntness and emptiness. Then what happens? Where does that dynamic go? That vibrant, energetic you, where is it present? At work. Some people are seeing you being energetic, happy, smartly dressed and attentive and performing and receiving awards and doing it and in the front there and bringing the money and laughing, confident, assured. There's a person experiencing that side of you. And every time you're greeting each other, "Hey, Willie, how are you? Hi, I'm good. I see you too. Then tomorrow, oh my God, I heard you got a deal. Yes, I got the deal. I'm going for another. Oh my God, you're such a two." And then she's over there saying, "Me too, I got this one. Oh my God, let's do it. And you, what's next? I'm going to Mombasa. Me too." You are meeting when you are in your element. Energy is intense and performance, even when you have lost the game for that day and you're processing the sadness. "Oh my God, I did not get that one. I don't know what happened." Don't worry, these things happen. Rise up, you can do it. Tomorrow, God, try. Okay, imagine I tried again, I recovered. Thank you for encouraging me. And then you perform again. What happens? You have a parallel life going on there where people are experiencing the best, energetic, vibrant you. While the one whom you loved, you took them to the backside. They are experiencing the grouchy, tired, exhausted you who comes dragging the evening, dropping on the sofa, half dead. And you're just there. So you go home when energy is 2/10. You know the mute?
Yes.
But you're meeting these other people when you are 9/10. The other one, 2/10. So what do you end up saying? This girl brings out the best in me. The one you are meeting when you are in your vibrancy, she just happens to be located on this side of your life that is vibrant, and you end up saying she's the one bringing it out. You're the one who positioned her there. But you see, she's the one who is bringing it out. This is a technical word for it, called fundamental attribution error, when you attribute the cause to something that is only circumstantial. She understands me. When I was discouraged after losing the sale, she motivated me, and the next day I did it again. It's only because she's the one you place in that side of your life. You could have brought in your partner to the same discouragement. You could have shown your partner that side of your life as well. You could have turned aside and shared the moment excited disappointment with your partner as well. But because this is a person you allowed to experience you on that side and you saw them in that light, you began to think it's them who is bringing it up. That's a problem with affairs that sprout from workplace. People think it's because they make each other happier. When they start that romantic life, marry an affair, the same thing happens. You take them to the backside of your life again, and the cycle repeats itself again.
So we must be intentional.
Yes. When you face a way to go to work, psychologically you have also faced a way. Connect those two and they'll help you see it literally. When you leave home, you turn your back on home and your face to the world, to work. So your partner who is in front of you, some damn sales here. Other people here. Where did you get your glow from, really? Who gave you your glow? Isn't it the person who cooked for you, supported you, assured you, is holding you up and holding place for you and giving you confidence and knowing you have their back and that you have support at home? That's really the source of your glow. That's your root. But who is experiencing the glow?
That person in the office.
So fundamental attribution error this person brings out. Makes me happy. My wife is boring. You are exciting. Fundamental attribution error. It's a logical problem. The calculators say syntax error. Your reasoning too can give you a syntax error. You connect things that are not connected. Is to say you can begin falling in love with the wrong people if you keep showing. Remember how you turned your back from home to face work? The people who see that side of you are seeing the radiant, glowing you, but they're not the cause of it. When you see a car with the lights at night and you're the one, those lights make you glow, isn't it?
Yeah.
But are you the cause of the light?
No.
What is the cause of the light? Something in the dark, a battery.
Yes.
That is shut somewhere.
Yeah.
Sometimes your partner becomes
that battery. She's shut on the bonnet.
Don't mistake the people who are glowing because you are directing your light to them to be better. The moment is unplugged. You know many people have gotten unplugged?
Yeah.
They despise the source. So the source unplugs.
Unplug.
And the light goes out. And the person who was glowing becomes ordinary. Very dark.
I think it was that one. Is this the same guy you are seeing here?
Because the one who was making you glow, dressing you, bringing you that light is gone. And now you come here looking like the other people. They started, so you are so ordinary. I thought you were even special. By then it is too late. You have lost your battery.
Yeah.
Now you start being pushed. You know those cars that have.
Oh, you start jump starting.
So many people are living on jump starting because they despised. And jump starting gets you running for today, for now.
So we will jump start you now, but by evening when you want to go back, you have to look for someone to come and jump start you again. Wow.
Emotionally and romantically, many people are living on jump starting. That's why they are so inconsistent. Do you know the convenience of Mercedes? Their slogan says, the best or nothing. That's their slogan. Because they sell class. And when people say Mercedes, something, it's a statement. Even just saying Germany machine.
Yes.
Volkswagen, BMW, just saying, they sell. And Subaru says, confidence in motion. You are confident. This car will respond. And a friend of mine told me that slogan is true. They were sharing one car. That's a problem with bachelors. One car, two guys. You drop me, you go to work, you pick me. So, and we see which direction. And he told me for the 3 years that car never failed to start once. Their friend, who was a fanatic of changing cars, needed to be jump started so many times. At some point, he had an Audi, and the you could not, because it gets locked, and where the battery is, you needed the battery to be on to unlock to access the battery, yes. And the battery is down, and so you try to help, you realize you're also running out of time. You leave it. Apparently, there's a way mechanics have found a way to. So go look for a mechanic. Yes,
they can sort it out.
So he told me, when I compared my friends who are dealing with the cars and us with our just ugly, simple looking Subaru.
Yes,
I can say that surely confidence in motion.
Yes,
many people don't have confidence in motion. They have doubt in motion, fear in motion, vulnerability in motion. Things that have to be jump started. Please avoid love relationships, situations in your life that always need to be jump started. There before, they did not have starters on motorbikes, would kick them. So it was a kickstart. Some people are not jump start, but it's a kickstart. You must kick each other to start.
Yes.
Quarrel to start. Argue to start. Fight to start. And others say removing lock They are so addicted to a drug that in order to start, they inject some alcohol.
Yeah.
And that teacher comes to class smelling alcohol and he's very excited. Teaching, content is flowing.
Yes.
Because he is somewhere tipsy. And boys are enjoying because he's not very keen of some things anyway. He's high there and teaching. So so we're talking about the East African community and where the formation. During the formation, what were the factors that led to? And you know, there are those teachers who have mastered their work. They don't carry textbook. Just tell them where you left off. I had a professor like that. Just mention where we
left.
And for 3 hours, he will saturate you with the content in a sequential manner.
Yes.
And you will write, and he's holding nothing, just like a chalk. The words that you can't pronounce, he writes for you.
And he can't do that while he's sober.
So some people need to unlock with alcohol, with fighting, with things. So how to restore the spark, Willie? We are saying, number one, don't prepare for a marriage as a stoppage. Finally, we got married, we got there. No, prepare marriage as a journey. Get into marriage, then tie your boots. Carry your backpacks. Always remember marriage is like two people traversing a forest. And you're staggering together. Holding hands here. Using your sticks over there. Looking far here. Binoculars over there. Planning over here. Thinking. Resting here. Looking out for each other's back here. Fighting off attacks here. You know, looking out for dangers. Crossing rivers. Carrying each other back. That is the best way to figure out marriage. The ceremony for bringing you together may have been communal with the ululations and the dance, but it was only a launching. You launched. You and that woman. And then you start moving. If you plan on covering milestones, and part of that is, as you set New Year goals, there should be New Year goals for your marriage. New Year goals for your union. It's a place you want to get, a place of connection, a place of understanding, a place of harmony. If you don't have those kind of milestones, why are you together? It will die. That's how the spark dies. Spark is just a fire. Fires die off when you don't add firewood anymore. The second reason, the second thing you're going to do to keep the spark, to bring back the spark, is to make sure your partner experiences the vibrant, radiant you. Your energy ascends for most people like that. The morning you are loading, you're waking up, and it peaks somewhere midday, somewhere at the peak of your performance. Make sure you plug them in, whether through a chat or call or something, when you are intense and awake and engaged and alive. They sent one day John the Baptizer to ask Jesus, are you the one, or shall we wait for another? And sometimes when you are away from your partner, they wonder whether you are really the one. They may not say it. But when they feel lonely, when things are not as glamorous, it's like you over expected. They send to check whether you are really the one. Are you still thinking of me? Are you still available? The answer he replied is the answer you should always reply. He did not say, yes, I'm the one, can't you see? He said, go tell John what you have seen.
Yeah.
They manifest in order to answer whether you are the one for your lover. Show them. Show them what you're doing. Really, the richest conversations with your partner will always involve your achievements at work. I don't know, somebody told to, this is confidential, don't disclose this to anyone. Some of you like talking to your partners, your work is a confidential. Your work is the component that brings out your best, and you must bring in your partner to it. Of course, there's trade secrets where you work and all that. There's that. But when it comes to goals, what you're targeting, what you're doing, and you and your partner, you must plug them in when your light is brightest, even for a moment, and that's enough. Lastly, we said, why do we end up drifting away from each other? When we allow other people to experience our glow, our best side more than our partner. You married them when they were in front of you. You liked each other's glow. After you married, you took them to the backside of your life. Although now they are the ones who are plugging you in the power, the support. Remember, the support you need from your partner is not during crisis time. Follow this psychology, the psychology of insurance. Your partner provides you with the assurance that should anything happen, you have support. That thing may never happen, but the assurance that should it happen, I have support, is what keeps you going, trying, attacking, succeeding. That's what you pay insurance for. The accident has not happened. You're paying for the confidence, the assurance that should anything happen, we will support you. That's what your partner gives you. What you are paying with money to the insurer is what your partner is giving you. And you're not paying money, you should pay attention, pay energy, pay reciprocation, appreciation, presence. Never forget that the plugging in of confidence, the plugging in of energy that tells you should anything happen, I'm with you. That is what you need. Show them your life. And if you're gullible enough to fall for the fundamental attribution error, to think the energy the person gave you, the people you come to steal it with, they're the ones causing it, then you unplug the source by betrayal, neglect. There are many ways you betray your partner: by contempt, treating them like they don't matter, by neglect. The moment you betray that much by neglecting them, forgetting about them, and then they get discouraged and they unplug, the glow these people were experiencing will disappear. The confidence, the money, the winning. Remember, the battery is shut inside the bonnet. The lights are glowing and shining. But who is calling the shots? Is the guy hidden in the bonnet?
Yes.
Without him, you need jump starting, kick starting,
Unlocking.
and you know that terrifying. So when you forget one light on and there's leakage. When you want performance, there's no performance. Then you start begging people, and you have to stop your plans. Love life is like that. Shut out the leakages. After a while, the experienced driver knows after shutting out the car, they switch off everything. Lights, running lights, everything, switch off, to contain the energy. Remember to switch off the leaks, to contain your energy, so that you continue glowing, and those things in front of you, don't let them distract you. Take your appreciation to your source. Yes.
Wow, thank you so much. And what are you manifesting in that relationship? That person, you can glow together. Remember, you should not put her at the back there and you leave everything to the world out there to enjoy. You're together, you need to enjoy together. Remember, marriage is not a destination, but it is a journey. So keep walking the journey together. Thank you for joining in. My name is Willie Kinyash.
This is the Benjamin Zulu Global. Welcome our viewers from all over the world to the home of the Heart Matters. We're converging to learn together because when you know better, you can do better. And a better life is what we all want. Better work life, better family life,